Range anxiety seems to be the buzzword for electric cars. Is it a thing? Should I be worried about it? And is it stopping you from buying an EV? Well, let's explore that issue. I'm the Tech Maven and let's get cracking. First of all, for those of you that are new to this channel, I live in the UK and I drive a Tesla Model 3 long range with a quoted range of 360 miles. With my average power consumption, that would give me a real world range of 283 miles in warm temperatures and about 200 miles in colder temperatures. That's between 57% and 80% of the quoted range. Of course, this figure will change depending on how you drive, how fast you're going, and other factors like the weather and the wind speed. But let's be honest, most of our trips are very short, and it isn't very often that we'll do big trips that require charging stops. For day-to-day life, I've been charging my car about once a week, so about the same as when I had a petrol car that I'd fill up once per week as well. The lowest my battery has got was 9% of charge, which would have gotten me about 20 miles of range. Even when it was that low, I was confident I could get home as I have faith in the onboard computer's ability to inform me of the battery status. So for me, in my Tesla Model 3, range anxiety is not an issue. I haven't once thought about it. Also, in the UK, you're never far away from a public charger should you need one. I know this can be different in some states in the US where it can be a considerable journey to a charger, but in the UK, we've got lots of chargers. Now, there are a few things to consider here. Firstly, my Model 3 is one of the longest range EVs on the market at the moment, so maybe I'm not the person to comment on range anxiety. But I only ever charge my car to about 70%, which does reduce my real world range to between 140 and 200 miles. So these figures are more in line with other EVs on the market. For example, the Nissan Leaf E Plus has a stated range of 239 miles, so I reckon that will be a real world range of about 167 miles. For me, it's really simple. This range will easily enable trips to the shops, going for walks, visiting family, driving to work, etc. And these are the trips that we do 99% of the time. What these cars will struggle to do is the 1% of journeys where you need to drive for hours and hours for your annual holiday, for example. If you have more than one car in your household, then you don't need to worry about having a car with a small range as your second car. If, like me, you only have one car, then my magic number was 300 miles. I was not ready to make the jump to an EV until I could get 300 miles of range. With that range, I could easily drive for a few hours between charges, and if I'm ever driving longer, then I'll be stopping at services anyway. The only difference now is that I charge my car while I eat my chicken nuggets. Another option, if you have an EV with a smaller range, is to hire a car for the few occasions a year where you might need a bigger range. Another advantage with buying into Tesla is the supercharger network, where you can add about 100 miles of range in 10 minutes, and the superchargers do destroy the competition. Others can charge at public chargers, but these will be much slower. Range anxiety should not be the thing that stops you from getting an EV. You just need to change your perspective a little bit. Most people never worry about running out of fuel, and it should be the same in your EV. Sure, you have to think about it a little more, and sure, long journeys require a little bit more planning, but don't let the media trick you into thinking that every EV driver on the road is driving around in an anxious state that they could run out of battery at any point. I hope you found this video useful. If you've got any questions for me about owning an EV or driving an electric car, then please put them in the comments and I'll make sure that I answer them in future videos. Please also remember to like the video, it helps other people find the video, and remember to subscribe as well, as I've got lots more content on the way. Cheers.